court declares Sabally's ex parte motion as merit. After hearing an ex parte motion filed by Momodu Sabally, the UDP aspirant for Busumbala constituency, seeking to quash IEC's decision to reject his nomination, the High Court has declared that the motion has merit and has given Mr. Sabally the go-ahead to file his processes and serve the parties involved in the suit. The ex parte motion filed by Momodu Sabally was heard on Friday by Justice A. Achingbo. After hearing the motion, the court declares that it has merit and accordingly granted leave to Momodu Sabally to file an application to quash the decision of the Independent Electoral Commission in its rejection of his nomination to stand as UDP aspirant for Busumbala constituency in the forthcoming National Assembly elections on the 9th of April 2022. The High Court also ordered that motion on notice be served on the respondents in the matter so that the court can hear the main suit to determine whether it can or cannot quash the decision of the Independent Electoral Commission. According to the returning officer at the Independent Electoral Commission, Brikama Branch is the first respondent. The chairman of the IEC is the second respondent. Of Justice is the third respondent.
Komi nga fale nyalondora nga luntam basoto jenne luntam mi yalan ko nabe anyen kacha kuma basoto la bari news falenting anyen nyanga botaka play science mi yalan ko min ko nyanga be dending they said the court declares Sabally's ex parte motion has merit. So mo fennete mi yalan ko min ko I believe we have the right person here mi yalan ko min ko nasa kacha soto nole about this I have mole exactly what it actually means barato mu jumalati Buba Sanna Njie in the building. You're welcome there.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sister Linguère ak Bogewel suñu ganango
Mr. Buba ñu ngi lay nuyu ñu ngi nuyu àddina beneen yoon di leen wax ne indil nañ leen gan ko xamantene ni yaakaar naa ne ñun ñëpp bëgg nañoo toog ak moom ci plateau pour mu nga xamantene dinañu gën a leeralal wax dëgg yàlla lan moo nekk exactly di dem on ci moom ay mbiram parce que tamit booy laam-laamee mbir ba toog ak nit ki nga xamantene ni mbir mi lépp ci loxoom la wala lépp moom la yaakaar naa foofu lépp dina leer kon Mr. Njie ñu ngi lay nuyu di la dalal fii ci Sahel Network waaye di la dalal ci sa kër itamit di la wax ne nga nuyuwanteeg waa Sahel waaye tam nga nuyuwanteeg àddina ñu doog a commencé programme bi.
Good. Thank you so much. I'm really glad and honored to be here.
Thank you.
Sahel is my home, it's my institution. I serve here as the director of political department and it serves as a training ground for me too. So I'm really glad to be here.
It's a pleasure seeing you too.
Anyway, we're also glad to have you again on our plateau and we will definitely want to know exactly who is Mr. Njie before we start the program. And if at all you can introduce yourself once again.
Yeah.
Though you work with Sahel Network, but we want to know who is Mr. Njie.
Buba Sanna Njie.
So, thank you. Well, I am a media specialist and currently I am working with Momodu Sabally's campaign team that is dependent to the parliament. As you all know, Momodu Sabally is running for parliament in Busumbala constituency. So I am his media chief.
Okay. Mr. Njie, Mr. Njie, that's very nice. According to what you just said, we would just like to know which political party exactly are you in?
Well, I belong to United Democratic Party. Okay. The party that I belong to and the party that I support.
Wow. As you all had that.
Okay.
Anyway, can you tell us please a bit about
Momodu Sabally?
Well, Momodu Sabally is a household name in this country, but what I can tell you is that Momodu Sabally is this is the person who worked in the Gambia Central Bank of the Gambia, as an economist for almost 10 years, and he moved to Ministry of Finance, where he worked as the Director of Budget. Then he moved to be Secretary General and the Head of Civil Service in the Gambia until 2014. And he managed a lot of state parastatals. He was the DG of GRTS and he was the Director General of Observer at the same time. And now running for Parliament in Busumbala constituency.
Wow. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, but we will definitely want to know exactly what happened with Mr. Sabally because we heard that he was not nominated to be a, how to call it, candidate. So can you please tell us more about that?
Yeah, Mohamed Sabally filed his nomination at the IEC at Brikama, and we've seen the returning officer in the name of Anthony Seka has rejected Mohamed Sabaly's nomination, arguing that the law barred Sabally from running for National Assembly, which we thought that was really unlawful. He doesn't know what he was doing. He has damaged due process of the law because we've seen the published document of IEC of the requirements that each and every candidate must meet in order to be eligible to run for parliament. And Mahmoud Sabally has clearly met all those requirements as attested to the same returning officer. But he went ahead trying to interpret the law, which is not part of his purview. That is why we are challenging the decision at the court. We are seeking for the court to squash his decision.